What if I told you that in less than 10 seconds, you can have a woman look at you from a complete stranger to, I gotta bang the shit out of them. Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, former marriage and family therapist and Playboy radio show host turned dating coach for men. And today I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can start a conversation to ensure that it moves on to flirting in as fast as possible, where you don't have to wait to get more comfortable, to be yourself, and you don't have to like try to get signals from her to try to figure out if she wants you to move things forward and shit, and make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to hear how you should be starting all of your interactions with women you want, or another one of my videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so the reason you might think that you're not good at flirting is because you have it in your head that you need to get sexual or romantic with women. But the reality is, you just don't have to fucking do that. Take it from me. I don't have to fucking do that, Jessica J said. But you do need to move things forward. It's just that most men think that forward progress means romantic or sexual, right? But really, it all starts with creating a connection. And depending on how long you've been with me, you probably already know my secret formula for getting things flirty the second you open your mouth. But right now, I'm going to tell you how to start this conversation so that it always leads to flirting. Because right now, chances are you're not seeing that door or that opportunity to move things forward. And I always hear that from clients where you say something like, well, Jessica, I didn't have the opportunity. It didn't go there. But the reality is we women are waiting for you to take it there. It's just that right now you're not seeing that path. But as soon as you take this first step, you will see the path. I assure you. I shall, lady. Okay, so you have heard me say time and time again that you need to be personal and you need to be relevant. What I mean by that when I say personal is I need you to speak from your brain and your body through your experience as you. Because when you speak to me like you are also a human being with a brain and body, I'm gonna immediately relate to you. And if I can relate to you, I'm gonna feel a subconscious connection to you like that. And that's the trick to getting to flirty. You and I need to be connected first and foremost for you to move things forward in a way that feels good. Because if you're trying to move things forward and you and I aren't connected, you're gonna either have to push me forward or yank me forward with you. And that's that discrepancy and that discord that you feel when you think you need to move things forward or when you try to move things forward with women and it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel right. So again, at the very least, you and I need to feel a connection towards one another. And when you start a conversation as a human being, saying something personal about yourself, relevant to the moment. I don't need you to tell me your deepest, darkest fears. Guys always say, I can't be personal, Jessica. I had a traumatic childhood. Like, bro, I'm just asking you to say some shit like, I feel really cold in the feet right now. That's personal. And relevant means right here, right now. Because you and I will always share right here, right now. I talked about this before in another video and it seemed to stick. This analogy of, hey, if you and I were stuck in an elevator, we would probably talk about the fact that we're both stuck in an elevator, right? But if you take away the elevator and you and I are both at a gas station, we would probably be able to talk about the fact that we're both at a gas station right now. Too many of you do not see that we're already connected because of this present moment. So that's why when you say something personal, you become relatable. Again, in my brain, in my body, I have really cold feet right now, but like literally cold, not like I'm engaged. If you spoke like that and you were relevant, we women would feel an immediate unconscious knee-jerk connection to you. And again, if we're connected, bing, bang, boom, we can now move forward together. I spit on you. Do you see why being connected is so important to moving things forward? I'll tell you right now, if you started that conversation and it wasn't personal and it wasn't relevant and you said some shit like, oh, the weather's great out today, huh? How flirty do you think we could get with each other from that approach? Exactly. It would be very difficult for you to find the opportunity to get flirty if you're not being personal and you're not being relevant. I'll give another example. Hey, how are you doing today? I'm fine, thanks. How flirty are you gonna get from this? Exactly, not very. However, if you and I are both at the checkout lane about to get our groceries scanned and you said to me, I don't know why I always come here, I just cannot figure out the self-checkout. How about you? What brings you to this non-self-checkout lane? And I could say, say, I just don't trust the self-checkout. I feel like I'm more honest and accountable here. Do you see how easily we can move forward together from this? You can simply say, okay, sounds like you and I are both very traditional people. And I'll be like, yes, marry me. So again, the reason this works so fast is because women feel that knee-jerk connection to you instantly. And you'll see it on women. One of my favorite things to hear guys say to me is that they see the immediate melting of complete strangers who are women the second they start conversations like this. And that is encouragement in and of itself for you to keep going, right? If you're being met with a wall because you're saying some dumb shit like, can't believe it's raining again. Like, okay, cool, yeah, whatever. If you're not getting encouraging feedback from women, you're not gonna feel encouraged to move things forward. However, when you say something personal and you say something relatable, you're gonna see women light up, and that's going to inspire you and entice you and encourage you to keep that conversation going. Am I right? So again, you go to the bar, instead of saying, so do you come here often? You say something like, I know this is a really girly drink, but I'm such a sucker for Cosmos. Or if you're at a coffee shop, instead of saying, what's good here? You might say, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I only come here for the pumpkin spice lattes. And then I'll be like, oh, marry me! Or at the gym. I hate talking about the gym, but a lot of guys always ask about approaching women at the gym. Just say something personal and relevant. I can't even give you an example because I don't work out, nor do I know how men work out at the gym. But like, say some shit like, oh, I'm doing bis and tries today because I'm trying for better bis and tries. Sorry, I don't even know. I don't even fucking know. Whatever. You come up with it. You're the one going to the gym. Either way, do you see how this would put anybody at ease with whom you speak? If we're just opening up and giving something of ourselves to women who are complete strangers and will be on guard as a default. And obviously the next step is engaging her. And then when you engage us, you then plant that seed of togetherness. All of this is explained in my Speak to Spark Arousal program, where I talk to you about creating those connections and getting her laughing and getting flirty with her in ways that feel fucking good for you, where you don't feel like an asshole or like you're being too forward or you might creep her out, because you will see on us that we're encouraging you along the way, if not moving things forward ourselves. Again, it's a 3-step process. It works across all time and spaces and countries and ages. Trust me, I've seen all the comments coming in. 3-step process you can start using today. Speak to Spark Arousal. Right now it's $69. I know once upon a time I told you I was going to be increasing the price, but I gotta get some shit to my web developers in order for them to make it happen. And I kind of been slacking, if I'm being honest, because it's essentially Christmas already. Anyway, speaktosparkarousal.com, that 3-step process with all of the upgraded features for just $69. Get it now while you still can. I will teach you how to go from starting that conversation and moving it towards flirting. So remember, be personal, be relevant. It'll make things easier on you to get there and see those opportunities to move things forward with ease. And thank you for watching as always. I will see you next time.